It has been certified by the largest financial institution in the world, Wells Fargo, that the price of XRP is $9,818 per XRP. Wells Fargo has approved XRP for payments at $650 trillion real estate injection, which will begin. There are a number of important variables that have contributed to this result, such as Ripple's decision to incorporate the XRP ledger into the banking system of the United States. The ProShares XRP ETF trading will officially begin going live the next week, in conjunction to Ripple officially registering to become a national bank that employs XRP. Both of these developments will take place next week. On the other hand, what is truly about to take XRP to a whole new level, and that is $9,818 per XRP, is the $650 trading dollars that will begin in a matter of weeks. But they are keeping it a secret from you. Prior to this major breakthrough, they want you to liquidate all of your XRP holdings you have. As a matter of fact, we have formed a partnership with Uphold, which enables you to get additional XRP. Furthermore, they are providing a reward to each and every individual who uses my link in the description, likes the video, subscribes to the channel, shares this video, and then registers for Uphold by utilizing my link in the description and the transaction. In exchange for any amount, whether it is 1 penny, $1, or $10, you will receive up to $100 worth of free XRP. Spending less than 5 minutes of your time is all that is required to obtain free money, free XRP, which has the potential to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is a very lucrative investment opportunity. Therefore, it is, in a literal sense, free money. With the current volatile market conditions, where the price of XRP might range anywhere from $2.78 to over $10,000, I wholeheartedly endorse this particular investment. Having stated that, all of this information will be included in the description, and now let's jump right into the video presentation. After its big breakout earlier today, which caused its price to skyrocket by more than 28%, XRP is currently trading at $2.81. In point of fact, XRP accomplished something so monumental that it eclipsed both 10th or Binance and Solana, so becoming the third largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin and Ethereum. On top of that, and this is where things get really weird, the CEO of Ripple believes that XRP might reach more over $9,818 and that he believes it will become the new Bitcoin. Strangely enough, this is very similar to what Forbes had mentioned in one of their articles, where the title of the post underlined the fact that XRP is the new Bitcoin and that it is going to reach $15,472 in the near future. This is where we are at, and I want you guys to pay great attention to this tape because it is extremely important, particularly when you see organizations such as Forbes or Wells Fargo, or many Wall Street analysts, forecasting that the price of XRP will be more than $10,000 per unit. Moreover, Bitcoin is going to fall behind XRP at this point. According to Ripple's very own CEO, Brad Cunningham, this is what he said. Let's give the video a spin. It was Napster that pioneered the digitization of music and demonstrated that there are a lot of cool things that can be done with music that has been digitized. But in the end, they were evading trademark rules, they were evading royalty payments, and the government intervened, which resulted in Napster's failure to achieve its goals. On the other hand, Spotify, iTunes, and Pandora reached a great deal of success. In my opinion, what you will ultimately discover is that it is possible that the subsequent generation of digital assets will wind up solving some of the problems that Bitcoin initially set out to tackle. Could XRP become the next Bitcoin? It is possible that there is a great deal of potential for the creation of value in XRP if we collaborate with the system to find a solution to this problem, and if we are able to find a solution to this problem at a scale that is measured in the billions of dollars. I would like to bring to your attention an executive order that is truly related to payments made by the government. Throughout the course of history, I believe that the likelihood of a check issued by the Treasury becoming the target of fraudulent activity is 14 times higher than that of electronic transfer payments. This is an executive order that will be used to encourage the Treasury Department to modernize its payment system. The goal of this order is to ensure that whenever possible, electronic methods of payment are used instead of paper checks. This is done with the intention of reducing waste, fraud, and abuse within the government. It is evident that this is an endeavor that we have been pursuing in numerous aspects of government under your leadership. It's essentially a modernization of technology and processes, and it's something that Scott, who I believe is going to be an excellent Secretary of the Treasury, wanted to see happen. While we are working on this, we are also working on other programs that are geared toward modernization. We might delegate the task to another individual, whoever comes after us, whoever that might be. However, this is something that ought to have been done 25 to 30 years ago. Very good. The CEO of Ripple has been introduced to you, and you have also been introduced to the next phase, which is Donald Trump, who is the President of the United States of America. According to him, he is going to sign an executive order that will reinvigorate and modernize the payment system of the Federal Reserve. It is currently speculated that the Federal Reserve would use the XRP ledger, and they have worked with Ripple Labs. As a matter of fact, Ripple's very own CEO brought attention to the fact that, once again, they were going to overtake Swift, that they were going to replace Ethereum, and that they were aiming for the #1 slot, even surpassing Bitcoin. However, all of this is being brought about by a single thing that is of critical importance, and that is Real FI. Real FI is going to add $654.39 trillion to the acceptor ledger. To add insult to injury, this news will mark the beginning of a significant unfolding of $650 trillion on July 21st. An investment that will serve as the foundation for Realfi's efforts to bring the global real estate market into alignment with the acceptor ledger of $654 trillion will be revealed. The true token, which is the native token of Realfi, is going to be the conduit through which all of this will operate. This is constructed using the XRP ledger. This is a really significant development. And within the next 120 hours, a significant event is also set to take place. This means that you are about to make two major announcements over the next 2 weeks, and there are still 120 hours left till the real token supply burns. This is also recorded on the XRP ledger. This could result in significant price shifts for both XRP and Rail. As of today, July 15th, there are approximately 3 days remaining, which is equivalent to approximately 72 hours. This is less than 124 hours. According to reports, on July 15th, a total of 10% of the total supply of genuine tokens was burned, which significantly reduced the amount of tokens that were available and boasted scarcity in preparation for the future phases. As a result of the anticipated increase in the number of transactions that will take place during the burn, the team has prepared measures in the event that there are difficulties with the prices of both real tokens and XRP. Massive. An enormous news right there that needs to be etched in stone, with the exception of the fact that we are seeing big pricing issues with real tokens. They might potentially achieve a price that is 100 to 300 times higher than their current price. To tell you the truth, this would not come as a surprise, and I mean that this is very soon. The massive apply. Currently the real token doesn't have much supply left. I believe it's 58 million, so simply easy we are talking about we could see the real token price move from, let's have a look at their present pricing, 1.8 cents, which is almost 2 cents, to instantly in the thousands of dollars. I mean, there is another person who is claiming that they can go overnight from 0.018 cents, which is almost 2 cents, to over $6,000 to $4,500. At the very least. This is due to the fact that if even a fraction of a percent or 1% of the total $650 trillion that it is going to facilitate comes through the real token, it will work to break $650 trillion. For the sake of argument, let's pretend that half of that due to the fact that it has a supply that is extremely low in comparison to something like XRP, which has a supply of 100 billion, it would quickly explode. I believe that the Phase 1 supply of real tokens is just approximately 58 million. Consequently, the supply of it is essentially nothing at all.